Hello boys. Video in my dressing gown. One of the first things I'm protesting against, and I'm no feminist, is women using their bodies to get men's attention. Well, I hope I've got your attention without that. And let's hope you manage to take me seriously looking like this. What's up peeps, and welcome back to Sorrel Plays. And this one is What Women Want. Right, by no means am I qualified to be talking about any of this stuff, but I am a woman. I know what I'm talking about. Recently, I've been looking into some of these videos, advice by dating coaches about what you should and shouldn't do. And some of it, quite frankly, is kind of annoying. Don't play hard to get and don't play games. It does not work. Talk to my face, not my boobs, okay? I want you to talk to them as a person. That's the most important thing. Does he like me? So even if you've showed her you're attracted, she still needs to know that you're trying to get to know her in the brain, not in the bedroom. One of the things I can safely say for myself is that I will never chase a guy who has multiple options. It puts us off as well. If a guy's not fussy, then you don't feel like anything special to him. You don't feel like, wow, I can rock his boat. Because there's many girls doing that anyway. So we don't like to hear about how many women you've been with. And if you do behave in a way where you've been with other women, or you constantly pick up other women, that will make a woman stand away from you. It will distance her. And of course, the things that women look out for are the exact same things as men look out for. A nice presentation before you open a package. So you look at somebody and you start talking to them. Do they smell good? Do they look good? You know, are they hygienic? That sort of stuff. It's the first point of liking somebody. Now I'm just going to go through a list of key things that we look for in a man. Now this could apply whether you're just meeting somebody, whether you're dating, whether you're in a relationship, whether you're married, any of this stuff. Anyway, let's get started. So number one is communication. I cannot express how huge this is on a scale of what women want. It's the first thing that we want, and that is communication. If you look at the woman you're with, or generally any women around the office or whatever, you'll see that women talk a lot. Now, it's not because we're all chatterboxes. We need to gather information. We need to analyze things. We need problem solving. We talk to our friends a lot on the phone. I think women talk on the phone a lot longer than men do. Of course, it all depends what sort of person you are, but we're talking generally here. That's what women need. Women need to know where they stand. They need clarity. They need to know what's going on at all times, and they need control in their own lives. And this is one of the things where men and women don't see eye to eye, because from my experience, men's attention span is quite short. Ouch. You may not be the man I'm talking about, but generally, if you are having this problem with women, that's why you're here. That's why you're watching this video. So that's number one. Secondly is honesty. We're not talking about taking a selfie together and saying, oh my God, your head looks massive in that shot. No, not that kind of honesty. Although if she is a playful person like me, she will appreciate your banter, even if it is taking the mick out of her. There are times when you should not be too honest. You know, and there are times where women aren't too honest either, because maybe you don't want to break someone's heart, or you don't want to come across as a shitty person. We can tell people how we feel on a very basic, kind. Something I'd encourage men to do more is show their emotional side, because women love that. And it just shows that you're human and that you do care, and, you know, you're not going to screw us over. Because a lot of women have bad experiences with one guy and then move to the next relationship with that experience on their record. And we all do it, you know. That's messing me about. Have I picked another idiot? Experiences, and it changes you and molds you into a different sort of person depending on what kind of experiences you've had. So Try and give her a good experience, a happy experience. And if you want her to like you, be positive around her. I'm talking about making her enjoy your company. And we're talking about on an intellectual level here. We're not talking about what you do in the sack. We're talking about how you treat a woman. Women show their weaknesses more than men do, but you know, if you're treating that with respect, which is the next word I'm going to come on to, respect is very important. We're not talking about you being a doormat. We're not talking about you doing everything this woman wants just to earn her respect. Give me respect. Respect is earned by showing caringness, commitment, loyalty, giving someone your time and attention. Even if it's, you know, you've been out just on a few dates and he never buys me anything. No flowers, no chocolates. He's so unromantic. You just buy her a rose or a chocolate, or you see something else that you talked about the other night and you thought of her and bought it for her. So buying her something doesn't have to be expensive. And if she doesn't appreciate it because it wasn't, she's not right for you anyway. But just something sentimental, it just shows that you think about her or you've thought about her and that you do actually care and you want to see her smile. More important than buying her something is your time. If you've been on a couple of dates and you've discovered that actually there's things about her that aren't quite ticking the boxes, you can be honest about that. Don't string her along. Don't be hot and cold trying to keep her on the side, because women sense that stuff. You know, we sense when we're just being used or we're set up to be used. So show her, the next word is love. Show her your love. You might not love her. You know, you've started a new relationship. You don't know whether you love each other yet. She doesn't know either. Love is something that's earned over time. But we're talking about love for a fellow human being. Once you start showing that to a girl, she will start to get feelings for you. And if you've got feelings for her and this is what you want to happen, that's what you've got to do. Communication, clarity, honesty, support, respect, commitment, love, emotion, loyalty, your attention and your time. Now, I know you're sitting there saying this sounds like a lot of work to me, but this is being a human being as far as women are concerned. And if you're a nice, maybe I shouldn't use the word normal, just an average nice person, you'd be able to do all this stuff to somebody, for somebody who you're interested in maybe a future with. If you're not interested in a future with this person, you need to be honest with them in a kind way and break it off and walk away. None of this coming back in and out trying to decide what you want, because that's what women hate. Give her the reassurance that she needs to keep investing her time in you, because for women, their time is very important. I'm sure it's the same for men as well. So basically what I'm advising you to do is do the things you want yourself. Treat her the way you would like to be treated. Try to understand her and confide in her. That means a lot to women. Be by her side, you know, for the good and the bad. Don't go doing that thing where guys just act like they're too busy and you message them and they're just like, okay. Have a proper conversation. Stop being a kid. I mean, women can be immature as well. We're all big kids at the end of the day. But women have had to grow up so much because of the way men behave. And then you don't understand why she's going mad on you. She's ringing you, trying to get an answer because she's sick of singing and dancing to your rhythm. It's got to be everybody's rhythm, and you can't misunderstand a woman if she's getting annoyed with you. If you want to distance yourself, tell her the reason why you're distancing yourself. You know, even if you're unsure of your feelings towards her, she will appreciate your honesty a lot more than she'll appreciate you running away. Once you put these kind of things in place for a woman, you start to build a record with her. And this record, if there's a lot more negatives than positives, she will cut you out at some point. Don't waste her time. That's the most important thing I can say to you, because a lot of women are broken by men doing exactly that, and they might just want one thing from her. But if you're honest with her and you tell her that, she might want the same thing. Maybe she's not interested in a relationship. Maybe she just wants a little bit of fun. Maybe she wants to take it slow as well. When we get annoyed with you for not texting us back, the reason for that is because if we don't text the guy back, it means we're not interested. If you are not always available to be texting a woman or talking on the phone, and you might even leave her message on read, you can redeem yourself from that situation because you were simply busy. There's no need for all the playing hard to get and pretending you're busy when you're not, and not texting back straight away even though you didn't really have anything to do and you're sitting there with the phone in your hand anyway. That's nonsense. Just message her later on in the day and say, sorry, I just about had time to read your message, but I didn't have time to reply because I was busy. She will understand and she'll feel happy inside that you gave her a little explanation there. That's all you've got to do. You don't need to lie. You don't need to make her wait. I mean, I hate that. I hate the game playing thing. Why do it? If you put yourself in her shoes, through a lot of the scenarios that we've talked about and a lot of these points that we're trying to achieve here, you'll find that you want exactly the same things back. And if she is just stringing you along because she wants one thing, I'm sure you'd feel offended by that as well if you're trying to do the decent thing with this woman. If you're just casually dating women and you haven't picked your one yet, that's totally fine as well. But you have to be honest with the women, especially if you feel like they like you a little bit more than you like them. So there you go. You don't need a huge book to know what women are like. We're not really that complicated. We do say it as it is a lot of the time. And if we feel like we're being judged by you, we won't say what we feel. So being less judgmental, being more welcoming to her feelings, actually wanting to have a conversation about it can benefit you, so you know exactly what she's thinking. But then if she spills out her heart to you and you don't tell her what you're thinking, she's not going to be happy about that. So we are not these crazy, weird, alien creatures. We are all about saying it as it is. A lot of women are honest. Just don't go reading signs such as, oh, she has full-on conversations with me as a sign of liking you, anything other than a person. So it doesn't mean she's attracted to you. And I will do a separate video on what women do, what signs they show to say that they are attracted to you. Okay, well, I think that is it. If you're silly, if you're a silly person, you're immature, you're playful, which we love playful guys, just as you love playful girls. People who can take a joke, people who laugh at our jokes, people who laugh in each other's company are all positive emotions. If this girl can tie a positive emotion with spending time with you, you can certainly make some progress with that girl. And equally, don't be too serious, but equally be serious when you need to be. And that is it. I don't think I've missed anything out. I've packed as much as I can into this video. I'll see you on the next video. Peace out. Bonus tips. If you really do like her, when you go around her house, you make the tea. Oh, and one more thing. Stop weeing on the toilet seat.